Alright, so what I'm going to be looking at today, I'm pretty excited about. This is something that I didn't even know about until just a little while ago. What I have in front of me today is the LimToys Aehab, the Tiger Stripe S++ version, the Phantom Legend Full Vengeance figure. This is a third-party, unofficial Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain Venom Snake figure. I've never bought anything like this before. I usually like to go and support the actual companies. But fuck Konami. I highly doubt they're ever going to touch the Metal Gear license again. And if they do, it's just not going to be the same. So, you know what? Venom Snake's one of my favorite characters. Phantom Pain is, in my opinion, a perfect game. And I'm very excited to be looking at this because, like I said, he's one of my favorite characters. Sorry, 2B, I gotta move you. And, yeah, Ultraman, I probably gotta move you, too. Those two keep getting moved. I have to move them in the last video, too. So here's the box. You got a pretty good portrait there of the figure, I think. Obviously, they couldn't use any kind of official artwork, so I think this is clever the way that they got around it. Instead of calling him, like, Sneaky Serpent or something like that, they were like, oh, you know, he uses the call sign Aehab in the game. I think it's spelled wrong, but it is there. You can see here you got a cassette tape. I think that's pretty cool. Anything on the other side? No, it's the same thing. And just some basic information on the box on the back there. I do really like this packaging. You could see the V there. I think that's pretty neat. I don't know how this box is so dusty and everything. I also ordered this from a site I've never ordered it from anything from before, Giant Toy. I was a little apprehensive, but it came here very quickly, and yeah. I think this is sold out now, though. I assume that's how these go. But I guess, without further ado, let's open them up. I know this is an unboxing video, and I just did it off screen, but whatever. You gotta be able to actually see things. Oh, he came out upside down. I was not expecting that. So, here we go. I think this is supposed to be in the style of the, like, Mezco 1/12 figures. I don't have any of those, but I think he looks like he's in scale with, like, a Mafex or a Figuarts, so yeah. There's one specific reason that I got the S++ version, and I'm very excited about that. So let's see what we got here. Let's open it up. I don't remember the exact differences between versions, except for the one reason that I got it. So I'm not going to be able to really say, like, oh yeah, this is in this version, this is in this one. I keep knocking my phone over, that's very nice. We truly do love to see it, folks. Whoa. A little bit of rip in the plastic there. I think this came from China. Came from Jed. So, obviously they did a better job of beating the virus. So I don't think I'm in any danger here of opening this. Okay, I'm gonna put him to the side real quick. I'm gonna take a look at the accessories first. So yeah, he's got a lot. A lot. This is gonna be like really difficult to figure out how I wanna even display him, because there's a lot of different poses that I think would be cool. We already got some accessories flying out. Oh boy. Okay, a hand just flew out at me. Some visors, more hands. Yikes! I know this isn't, you can't see, but I'm just trying to pop all these back in to where they're supposed to be. At least I assume they're supposed to be. Alright, so what we have here, I'm going to have to take the camera and show you a different way because this isn't going to work. So we've got what look like some, I guess, alternate ways to display him. I think those are for his arms, I think. There's some bands. I think that's his watch, some shoes. That is the Phantom cigar, which actually comes with smoke, which is interesting. There's his trank gun. Is that the arm, the Jehuti arm, I think? The blue one? Or maybe that's the stun one, I forget. It's been a while. You got some alternate hands. You got the peace sign, which I already have this Vulcan log Venom Snake in that pose, so I don't think I'm going to do that. And I have the Nendoroid one with the Phantom cigar, so I think those poses are going to be off limits. I think I'm going to do something different with this one, and I think I know what it's going to be. He comes with some masks. That one is from the Shining Lights Even in Death mission. Here's the night vision goggles, which that actually looks pretty good. I gotta say, it kind of looks like it's lit up. And yeah, there's some pretty good accessories here. Some of these I think you didn't need, but I like the amount that they've given us. So next up we have all of the weapons and some other miscellaneous items. This mask, I could not figure out what this was or what this is from. I think they made this up because my initial thought was Venom Snake wears a kind of a gas mask in the Unreleased mission, the Kingdom of the Flies mission, and it kind of looks like this, but then I looked at the pictures of that and it looks nothing like this. But there is some concept art where he's wearing a mask kind of like this, and that's the only thing I can think of, so I really don't quite understand this one. Then you just got some normal machine guns here. That one I think is silenced. That one's just normal. You've got the Stun SMG, which I like. You got a rocket launcher here, which I thought was the Honeybee, but it actually is not. I forget what this one's called, but this is not the Honeybee one. I think that would have been nice, just because that one actually had a mission attached to it. But I feel like this one you might be more... like, you might have used more in the game. The rocket comes out, which I think is pretty cool. And then you have an extra little missile there. This is a piece for the iDroid, so give me 1 second. So let me grab the iDroid real quick. Oh, also, these were not for his arms. These were for his feet. You can replace the boots that he comes with those, which I think is kind of interesting if you want more posability rather than just the flat kind of boots that he comes with. So it looks like you want to just kind of plop that in there. And then you'll have kind of a little display for the iDroid, which I think is pretty cool. That's unique. I don't think the Nendoroid might have something like this. I don't remember. It's been a while since I saw any of his accessories, but that's I think that's pretty cool. And last but not least, you might have seen another accessory in here. I'm going to save that for when I talk about the figure, though, because that is the thing. That's the reason that I bought the S++ version. So let me remove all of this stuff real quick and actually finally take a good look at this figure. Venom Snake, his self. So I like the way he looks. Not a huge fan of the way that he stands, but I think that can be fixed by removing these boots and putting the other ones on. I need your boots, your keys, your jacket, your motorcycle, your boots, your keys. So I think the figure looks very nice. Some of the pictures I saw online are a little bit better. His face looks a little bit more round than it should be. And it looks like he's missing his horn. Well, I can't seem to find it. It doesn't look like it fell off anywhere. I checked all the bags that he came with, and in both of the accessory trays, It does not appear as if there is a horn anywhere. So either I dropped it somewhere from like opening this figure up, or he just didn't come with one for some reason. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but I guess it's so tiny that you wouldn't even really notice unless you're looking up close, and the accessory that I'll be displaying him with will probably cover the horn anyway. So it's actually not that big of a loss. But, yeah, a little bit of a bummer. You got some nice little details on it. You can see the Diamond Dogs logo there. I don't think it's actually written out. No, holy shit, it is actually. Wow, you can actually see the words Diamond Dogs printed on that. I mean, you could if you were looking at it in person. I'm not going to be able to show it. But he's got very nice detailing. I generally don't like soft goods on these figures. I just think it makes them a hassle to play with or play around with, to display. It sometimes hampers the articulation. So I wouldn't really prefer this to be made of actual like cloth and actual fabrics, but that's fine. It looks like you can, most of the things that you assume you could do, it looks like you can do. Like you can open the pouch there. I can pop his pistol in there. This should be down like that because it's supposed to look like his tail, but it keeps kind of popping up like that. So that's kind of something annoying. I'm gonna have to keep it there. This also feels really fragile. Like this feels like it could pop off at any point. But overall, I'm liking the way he feels. His head moves really well. He looks nice. The articulation isn't as hampered as I expected it to be. Hold on. It wasn't as hampered as I expected it to be. So now I think I'm going to try and figure out how I want to pose him. But I'm also going to test out some of these accessories. So he's got these goggles that there were a lot of like promotional artwork with these goggles on, specifically like him and Ocelot had the sand resistant goggles on. That looks kind of dopey. Not gonna lie, that looks kind of silly. But usually he was shown with like, oh, there he goes. He was shown like for the most part with these like down around his neck, but it looks like I won't be able to do that because of his glorious ponytail. But it still doesn't look good. So these goggles might be a bit of a wash. Oh yeah, I guess that's interesting. The way that his head is on, it's like you don't have to pop it on. I guess that actually fixes one of the problems that I was about to bring up, was that I just put it down like that and his head, he looks like a turtle. But if you kind of just put it up a little bit, it makes him look much better. Let's see. I'm definitely going to want to switch his arm. Again, I don't know if I want to do the peace symbol because I'm already doing that, but I can't. You know what? I'm going to switch the red arm for the other one, but I don't know how to remove this. So let me take a look at this real quick. You know, I have quite a few Venom snakes, so any kind of difference I think helps. And him being able to have the stun arm, I think. Wait, hold on. It says Wisp. I think I was right the first time. I think this is the Jehuti arm. Bam! Never doubt yourself, Mike. It's the Jehuti arm. I'm just like really fucking good at just noticing things from video games. Alright, what else do we got? I don't really care about the night vision goggles or anything like that. Can he hold the eye droid in this hand? It does not look like he can. No, maybe he can. Yeah, okay, he can. But it looks kind of weird. Like, I don't think that's really how I would probably be holding that. But I guess I can have him out like that, looking at the iDroid, and then I could put the display screen up there. That looks pretty cool. I like that. I have the other one, the Vulcanlog Venom Snake, with the iDroid in his hand, but this one at least will be different because it has the screen and he's got a different arm. So I don't feel too bad displaying him with a similar accessory. Next up, I'm going to take the... Hold on, I can't even get it out. My fingers are too big and fat. I'm going to take the little pistol here. I'm going to pop that right in his holster. Because you know what? I like that it's there. I like that you have the option for that. I wonder if it'll actually fit in there. See, this always happens every single time. I've never once, I figured maybe this one would be different, but every single figure that's like this, you can never, ever get that to go back in there. So yeah, he's got the pistol in there, but you can't close this, so never mind. I guess he won't be keeping that in there. So I think for the other hand, I think he's going to be carrying the silenced stun SMG, which while I was 100%ing the game, this was kind of the gun that I used the most. So let me switch to, first off, a trigger finger for the other hand. This is at an angle. I don't like this. This might be for like specific poses. So this one might be the actual one that I want. I don't know what, both of these hands don't look like they'd be great for holding this. And I guess this one's fine. But yeah, the trigger finger hand, let me put that one in there. Oh, you could take that off. That makes sense. That makes way more sense. I took the magazine clip off. And then I'm going to slide it back in. That's such a weird little detail I feel like you don't see very often nowadays, is these tiny little guns, and you can take the magazine clips in and out. I think that is a very underrated kind of feature. So let me... Yeah, this is a bad angle. I do not like this arm at all, or this hand. That's the arm completely stretched out right with the gun in the hand, like, properly, as you would normally hold it, and he's holding it, like, down. So I gotta go with the other one that can hold this, but isn't quite a trigger finger hand. So that looks about 1,000 times better. You can actually pose him correctly. So next up, maybe last up, might be the accessory that I really wanted this for. So yeah, last but not least, I suppose I should show... I mean, I could put his watch on, but that's not really... I don't really care. The Psycho watch, Psycho, that was like a real thing that they did. They branded a bunch of stuff in the game, a bunch of sunglasses and watches, and there was a Puma tie-in. So there's one accessory that you get in the game if you are really failing at the game, if you're bungling a lot. The game gives you the option to switch to like kind of an easy mode, and it gives you an accessory for this. Now, I've 100%ed this game. I got all the trophies. I got in-game completion of 100%. I never used this item. However, I think it looks cool. It doesn't look cool. It looks funny. This is a real Kojima thing. It's kind of a companion to the Croc Cap from Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. And, yeah, I'm just, without further ado, I'm just going to show you now the reason that I wanted this figure. And there you go. The chicken cap. This is one of the weirdest things. I think in-game, it would make it so that enemies couldn't spot you. And maybe it gave you more health or infinite health or something. But yeah, this is what this comes with that I really wanted. I spent the extra money just for this. I think this is great. I think this maybe looks kind of annoying, the split there. Maybe they couldn't have, I don't know. It's probably easier to put it on, but it looks a little weird. So I'm going to display him like this. Let's put this back in. I am pretty happy with the way that this turned out. For my first, like, third-party purchase, I think this is very well done. I don't know if I'll exactly be supporting these kinds of figures in the future. I just saw this one. He's a character that I love dearly, Venom Snake. And he had a lot of great accessories. I just kind of had to jump on this. I think it would be cool if these were, like, if you could make some Resident Evil characters like this. Capcom doesn't seem to really be interested in giving us Resident Evil action figures. So if some third party wants to do 1/12 scale Resident Evil figures, I would love that. I do want to see what his scale is. So yeah, he's about in scale with, like, some Figuarts. Like I said, I think he might be more in scale with Mafex, so let me bring one of them in here. So here we've got Bruce Wayne. They're about the same height. If he didn't have the croc cap on, I think they would be just about the same height. Man, that's a dusty-ass figure. He's about the same height. You can't really see him. So let me push him into frame. He's on scale almost with this Godzilla figure from NECA. And you know what? Let's just put our boy in here too. This is the new trio. You're going to see these guys a lot. They're going to be great. They're going to make a movie. It's going to be Venom Snake gets really big, and he fights Godzilla alongside with the original Ultraman. So yeah, this, I think the scale is nice. This is, like, perfect size for me. I much prefer figures like this size than the Play Arts figures. Play Arts are way too big. Play Arts have gotten way too expensive. I haven't bought one in years. I think Metal Gear Solid 5 was the last, like, time that I was really into those. There is one coming out soon that I have to get. I can't not get it. I'll probably do, not probably, I will do a video on that. So yeah, that is the LimToys. Oh, fuck! I just dropped, like, every single fucking thing. Be cool if they made some other figures. I'd like to see a Quiet in this kind of style. Quiet is a great character. I'd like to see an Ocelot. We haven't ever gotten a Miller from Phantom Pain. We have Miller from Peace Walker, but we do not have a Miller from Phantom Pain, who's got a great design. Eli would be cool to have. That's another character we really haven't seen much of from Phantom Pain. I love his design in that game. I don't know what the next video is going to be. Like I said, I got a bunch of stuff on pre-order. I still got those Square Enix Polygon figures that have not had any kind of a set release date. They keep getting pushed back. So there's that. I have the Play Arts figure that I mentioned. That's on pre-order. What else? There's the Nendoroid Sam Porter Bridges, which I'm pretty excited about because Death Stranding rules, and I want something from that game. Would be nice. I think there's supposed to be a Figma at some point. So yeah, that's that. Thank you so very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little look, or maybe if you were interested in this figure, maybe it gave you some insight. I'd say pick it up if you can find it. It doesn't appear to be available anywhere anymore, so you might have missed out, pal. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you whenever the hell I do another video. Could be 2 years, could be 2 weeks, could be 2 hours. Who knows? See you then.